was sleeping on that boy like they. I make everybody fall off the. Handle life all black like I'm Batman. Dribble too much, ooh, who is that, man? Put your name and your ankles on a hashtag. This too easy, it's like shooting on a trash can. Ooh.
Watch, shoot this boy from anywhere, I swear I have no conscience. Hit you with that yaya, drop you, pull up, then I pop it.
We'll do something called the gosh darn it.
Okay, the gosh darn it.
Me and Chris Brown did it in a video, and it's hilarious, but it's like, you know.
The beautiful, dramatic setting here in Salt Lake City, Utah becomes apparent when you get a look at the aerial shot of the surroundings. Welcome, folks, to what promises to be a DA. Take it away.
Well, the Utah Jazz.
Thanks, DA. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Sexton.
And something has really clicked for him at the free throw line. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. A switch flips, and all of a sudden, you're locked in.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Dinwiddie runs the point with LeVert flanking him. He's out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3, the small forward. And for Utah, Kelly Oubre out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Bledsoe. Then there's Sexton. And it's Cantor in at the 5 down low. And they're able to recover. Cantor, great positioning on the putback.
I love the hustle and the heart with which Enes Kanter plays. This guy is a terror on the offensive glass.
LeVert finds Dinwiddie. A floater. Hollis Jefferson passes to Hayes. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That is his first foul of the game. Dinwiddie against Bledsoe. Second shot opportunity. Dinwiddie with the bucket. Whereas for some players now in their second seasons, you can tell just how big the jump is between that first year and their second year in the league.
I think, Kevin, it's probably the single biggest growth opportunity. One of the things that happens is the game slows down for second-year players. Very rarely do you see a guy take a step backwards. They're comfortable, they're more confident, and they know what to expect.
Now here's Kuzma following the miss by Eric Bledsoe. Dinwiddie against Bledsoe. Dinwiddie dishes to Hayes. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
Well, how about that floor awareness by Spencer Dinwiddie, getting his guys the basketball in great spots.
Jazz have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Pass to Love. Back to Bledsoe. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Love outside. There's the triple. Sinks the triple.
Well, Kevin Love specializes in finding the open space on the floor. Pays off with a nice catch and shoot.
LeVert the pass to Dinwiddie. Back to LeVert. Lets the 3 fly. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
How about the response by Caris LeVert? This guy wanted to get it right back.
Bledsoe against Dinwiddie. Pass to Love. Back to Bledsoe. 6 on the shot clock. Pulls it up. That one off the back iron and out.
Superb defense, guys. No way he's going to let him get off a clean look at the basket.
Dinwiddie kicks to Hayes. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And here's LeVert. 11 points for him in that last game against the Suns in Phoenix. Takes a 3. Offensive rebound. Dinwiddie outside. Over Love. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Love. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Kuzma finds LeVert. Utah with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Now the pass to Sexton. And here's Love. LeVert defending. Bledsoe dishes to Sexton. Teardrop shot. Hayes with the steal. Cantor against LeVert. Passes it to Dinwiddie. A 3-ball. Here's Kuzma. Banked in off the glass.
Beautiful touch close in. Kuzma excels at taking advantage down low.
Sexton the pass to Love. Bledsoe kicks to Sexton. That's tipped. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession. Six to shoot. Bledsoe looking around. That one goes in.
And we know because of Bledsoe's power, guys can't push this guy around. That time it results in an and one.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
He struggled mightily at the free throw line in their last game.
What's up?
That free throw good from Bledsoe.
The Nets had to be so judicious and so smart with every move they made because they did not have top draft selections. So you have to use cap space to acquire picks. They had to find sleepers in the draft. They had to find players who were probably undervalued and then develop those players. This is an organization that used every tool at their disposal. What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
And Doris, the Nets showed they could manufacture a rebuild.
Kevin, what the Nets did was not easy. But to me, it shows you exactly how critical quality front office personnel is to the success of an organization. And the Nets were on point throughout the process.
And one of the worst kept secrets of last season, the Jazz looking for an upgrade in their backcourt to pair with Donovan Mitchell.
Well, there's no question, Greg. That was a poorly kept secret indeed. They felt the Grizzlies leaked their trade talks from Mike Conley, going so far as to call it unethical. Consequently, the guard spot was the big focus for them this summer.
Now Oubre, after Spencer Dinwiddie missing on that last three-pointer, Oubre passes to Cantor. Yes, that goes in.
Well, the touch that Enes Kanter presents is really terrific. Unbelievable scoring inside.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's his first foul. Dinwiddie against Bledsoe. Dinwiddie kicks to LeVert. Shot clock at 6. Will it go?
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down. Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
And out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
And now a look at Eric Bledsoe. A very nice season for him last year. He put in about 16 points a game last year, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
There's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through.
Now, here's Sexton. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
Well, the young bull, Colin Sexton, getting a lot of playing time in his rookie season. Allowed him to play through his mistakes, and that's what you hope for coming in.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Sexton. And even as the Cavaliers lagged at the very bottom of the standings, Greg, Sexton publicly described the season as fun. Would that bother you as a veteran?
Losing seasons, they suck. I mean, no other way to put it. I think he cares about winning, but keeping that positivity is probably the best approach.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Top Kuzma. He's guarded by Love. Pass to Johnson. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Jazz.
Well, over the last few seasons, Tyler Johnson turning himself into one of the premier options off the bench.
Kevin, you could easily see this guy winning a 6th Man of the Year award in the future. He's versatile in terms of where he can slot in offensively. He's always looking to score, and you need that kind of punch off the bench.
Doris, you've said this often. It is incredibly difficult to compare guys of different positions in different eras, isn't it?
It really is. There's so many discussions about who's the GOAT, who's the greatest of all potential time. And there are certain names that are always going to pop to the top of the list, LeBron James. But it's very difficult to me, say, to compare a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, one of the greatest to ever man the center position, had the impossible-to-check sky hook. But how do you compare him with LeBron James, who, though he is, and I don't know what position he is, he may be the greatest passer in the history of the league. Like, let's enjoy individual greatness without comparison.
Bertanis, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Beasley outside. From 12 feet out. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Jazz leading by 3. Here's Sexton. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Love wide open. He fires. Hands it from downtown. Love's got 6.
You have to stay attached to Kevin Love when he is out in space. This guy's three-point ability is one of his greatest weapons.
Now here's Beasley. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Johnson. The three from Bertans. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, terrific job by Tyler Johnson to do exactly what they want him to do. Find his open teammates.
Here's Okogie. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Pass to Hartenstein. Back to Johnson. Lets it go with a three. Utah with the rebound. And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
Yeah, and taking on an interconference foe, certainly not a rival. They're the better team, and they showed it, winning both matchups last season.
The pass to Hartenstein. Back to Johnson. Three-pointer. Good on the triple. He's got 6.
What you like about that possession right there, tremendous teamwork. Johnson provides the finishing touch off the rise and fire.
Now, here's Sexton. 5 points in the game. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul goes against Brooklyn.
What I love about Colin Sexton, guys, is he's super aggressive. He knows speed and athleticism are his advantage, and he makes great use of both of those things.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And the 8th pick back in 2018, Sexton with all the physical tools, Doris, you look for at the point guard position.
Yes, Kevin, but like most young players, there is still a lot to learn for Colin. Some of his vets were not shy about saying that early on. This young man has got time. He's got to put his head down and go to work.
Both good from the line that time.
Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
Beasley with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Passes it to Hartenstein. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Pocket 6. Now here's Valentine. He's guarded closely. Rebound Love. Love's got his 5th rebound in this one. Bridges against Beasley. Pass to Sexton. Fires the 3. They get it back. Harden. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And just a top-notch free throw shooter this year, all the way up there at 88%.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
And until their playoff run, the Brooklyn Nets weren't a team we thought of as a free agent destination. And Doris, you almost forget that they play in the biggest market in the country.
And Greg, who would have thought that in New York and Los Angeles, arguably the most competent franchises would be the Nets and the Clippers? These are 2 of the historically dilapidated teams no longer content to play second fiddle in those major markets.
Pass to Valentine. Here's Hartenstein, and the Nets another 3.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Sexton the pass to Carter. Bridges dishes to Sexton. And the shot is good. Sexton's got 9.
You love this. The pressure gets physical, and Colin Sexton doesn't blink. Nice job finishing through contact.
We've got 1:13 left to play in the first quarter. Now here's Valentine. He's guarded closely. And that one is off. And Utah the other way now. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
One thing we know, Greg, great teams in the NBA get production off the bench, and that was critical that night.
Now, here's Sexton. Denzel Valentine missing his last shot, and that one drops for him. And now it's a 10-point Utah lead.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
The pass to Bertans. There's 25 seconds left in the first. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. He has 5.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Now, here's Sexton. 8 points his last outing. Love in the post. Feeds to Carter. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. So it's Utah ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Versatility is so important in today's NBA. That works just fine for combo guard Tyler Johnson.
I don't really limit myself to one position. I feel like I can guard both positions. Being able to do that, I feel like I'll have the capability to fill in when needed.
And with all the switching we see teams, Greg, employing right now, that defensive versatility is highly prized, highly valuable.
And Johnson, an excellent athlete. He's got the tools to impact the game both offensively and defensively.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And taking a look at the Jazz performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
They've got Wendell Carter. Wayne Ellington is out there with Colin Sexton. Then it's Bridges. And it's Love in at the 4 spot. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. Here's Hartenstein. Beasley kicks to Bertans. Shot clock at 5. From the stripe, and he gets the jumper to drop. Bertans got 7.
And likes the view from there. He's a strong mid-range shooter.
Well, sometimes when you've got size, your release point is so high that you're going to get a good look no matter what.
Now here's Ellington. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Brown feeling it out a bit. Beasley finds Bertans. Beasley outside. Bridges with the board. Utah leading by 9. Inside, it's stolen by Bertans. Bridges against Beasley. There's the dish to Forbes. Pass to Hartenstein. Here's Bertans. Ellington defending. Beasley kicks to Brown. Shoots from the line. Love grabs the board. Love's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Bridges misses. And so Brown will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Pass to Hartenstein. Now Beasley. Stats on him, he's averaging 9 points a game. Here's Bertans for 3. It's good from long range. He's got 10.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Timeout.
Well, the Jazz's Quinn Snyder has become one of the most respected head coaches in the league. And think, guys, a player poll even had him ranked 7th among coaches they'd like to play for. And consider he's in Utah. That is not exactly a free agent destination.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. And Doris, what is it, do you think, about Quinn Snyder that gives rise to that respect?
Well, you think about it. He played the game at a high level, of course, collegiately at Duke. He has paid his dues as a coach. He's got tremendous intellect for the game. And there's this growth mindset with him. He's always looking at himself. How can I get better?
Enes Kanter's checked in for Love. Kelly Oubre comes in for Bridges, and it's Eric Bledsoe in for Colin Sexton. And a new group in for the Nets. Hayes, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Davis Bertans. Karis LeVert's checked in for Malik Beasley. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Bryn Forbes. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Here's Kuzma. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. And now just a 4-point Jazz lead. The Jazz have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And Bledsoe, here we go. Rebounded by the Nets. Hayes has got 4 rebounds in this game.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Ellington kicks to Bledsoe. Kanter, the pass to Bledsoe. Carter down low. Dinwiddie covering. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Kyle Kuzma picks one up. The Jazz have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
And the first one at the line is good. Pretty interesting, Doris, to see how these NBA players that come into the league looking one way physically and they leave looking another way, they change their bodies over the course of their careers.
Kevin, you talked about this earlier. These players commit to their season over the course of 365 days. Virtually no offseason. Think about the reigning MVP, Giannis Antetokounmpo, who adds 50 pounds of muscle from the time he enters the NBA. Or the other side of the equation, right? A Yusuf Nurkic or a Marc Gasol who drop weight, Kevin, to enhance their quickness and their stamina. These guys are so committed.
They are. Dinwiddie passes to Kuzma. Yep, that one goes in there. Kuzma's got 6.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Bledsoe against Kuzma. with the floater, and it's Bledsoe laying it in. He's got 8.
He'll take on all comers. Bledsoe loves to challenge the defense on the interior.
Now here's LeVert. Ellington defending, and with that shot, the Jazz lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from LeVert. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson, who's a native of Long Island, now has his dream job, coaching the Brooklyn Nets. He doesn't need praise or recognition. Instead, he's fueled by the fear of failure. He says, I always feel like I'm one banana peel away from never being in the NBA again. Kevin, he's got his team playing with that same determination.
David, he sure does. Thank you very much. Now, here's Ellington. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. To the wing right side. 5 on the clock. Here's Bledsoe. That one's in. Only his 4th make against 9 total shots.
What incredible upper body strength. Bledsoe able to finish through punishing blows.
LeVert the pass to Dinwiddie. Pass to Kuzma. And it's sent back by Carter. They recover it. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the call. Utah the foul. For Brooklyn, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
Free throw good from Hayes.
I think most people consider Salt Lake City not a big free agent destination. So the Jazz are what they call a pipeline team. And what does that mean? It means they have to draft and develop their talent internally.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Nets. Hayes hits them both. And the Jazz say they need a fundamentally sound process to building their roster. Doris, no shortcuts.
Well, there's no question about that, Kevin. This is a group that has to be value-spaced with their free agent acquisitions in a small market. The draft picks have got to be smart. Their teaching and cultivating of that talent and development is absolutely critical.
Now here is Carter. He's coming off a 22-point game against Golden State.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Now here's Johnson. Ellington defending. And there's the pass to Hayes. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That is his first foul of the game. Okogie's checked in for Wayne Ellington. Bledsoe against Johnson. This is it to Kuzma. Over Cantor. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Kyle Kuzma, a late pick in the 2017 draft, but he's shown that he's as strong a prospect as any.
Yeah, flew under the radar as a prospect, but came in with a very refined game and was an impact player early on. Has already started to expand his game. Should see an even bigger role as he develops as a player.
He misses the free throw. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the basement.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
I remember it very well.
Incredible.
There's Dinwiddie after Enes Kanter's basket. Back to Johnson. Kicks to Hayes. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Just 5 to shoot. Here's the floater. That shot is off. Great D that time from Oubre. Here's Okogie, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
It's just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Sinks the three-pointer. Dinwiddie's got 5 now.
Well, he has proven that you've got to respect the long-range ability of Spencer Dinwiddie. Nice.
Pass to Carter. Here's Bledsoe. Johnson with the block. Here's Dinwiddie. Happy to see that one going after missing 6 of his 9 shots today.
Well, terrific job by Spencer Dinwiddie to get up the floor. It's a nice way to get an easy bucket.
And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Bledsoe. Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Here's Johnson. 17 points for him last game against the Suns in Phoenix.
Well, in addition to the scoring, he found ways to initiate contact from the defense and get himself to the line. The defense clearly frustrated trying to get a way to stop him.
Now here's Valentine. No points in the game yet for him. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. And let's see what the Nets have coming up. On Thursday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Chicago Bulls.
And that game against the Pacers, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
The Nets shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. You know, Doris, at times, he's been the Nets' best player. Spencer Dinwiddie rewarded last season with a 3-year, $34 million extension.
Well, I think he's earned it, Kevin, right? Because he has started for them, he has come off the bench, and to this young man's great credit, he has accepted and excelled in either role. And I'll tell you, it's unusual for a point guard at 6'6". He has done nothing but enhance his versatility.
And stolen by Valentine. Here's Dinwiddie, takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Dinwiddie's got 10.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Here's Carter. Here's Kanter. Drops in the layup for 2. 8 points for him.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Dinwiddie passes to Kuzma. Back to Dinwiddie. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Dinwiddie's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
You can see he's starting to find his comfort zone, and there's a rhythm about what Spencer Dinwiddie's doing right now.
Here's Carter. Kanter trying to free himself up. And Carter with the basket on the assist from Eric Bledsoe.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Boy, now you have to think about pulling him. 3 fouls already in this half. A 4th would be inexcusable. What we know unequivocally is Spencer Dinwiddie is far more than a terrific basketball player. Let's remember, he scored 1,400 on his SATs. His mom was a professor at USC, and there's something very special about being raised in an academic environment.
And he makes the first. And Doris, you talk about Dinwiddie's book smarts. His parents wanted him to attend Harvard.
Yeah, he chose instead, Kevin, to attend the University of Colorado, believing the Pac-12 would be a better stepping stone to the NBA. And think about it, even now, this guy not shy about challenging authority. He will keep his coaches on their toes.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And the Utah fans known league-wide for their passion.
This is a very tough place to get a win on the road, Greg. You know that as well as anyone. You've got the elevation, second highest in the league, and as you mentioned, those fans are loud, proud, and passionate.
And he comes up with the deuce.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Love grabs the board.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
Bridges against Dinwiddie. Bridges passes to Sexton. Shot clock at 6. From the arc. Utah gets it back. Here's Cantor. Over Johnson. Cantor getting it done with the move that time. Now it's a 4-point Jazz lead.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Johnson attacking and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Love.
Well, when you look at the skill set of Tyler Johnson, he really is the epitome of a catalyst. He comes in full energy every time, and if he's hitting his shots, you just ride that wave of scoring.
Free throw, no good.
You love, guys, that Tyler Johnson continues to work hard to get better. His teammates love playing with him. And can we remember this is an undrafted player?
And the second free throw, good.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Now, here's Sexton. 11 points in the game. Okogie for 3. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Okogie's got 5 points now in the quarter. Nets trail by 6. Dinwiddie passes to Valentine. Pass to Johnson. And here's Kuzma. And here's Valentine for 3. Rebound, Utah. Love's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. The 3. No good that time. He gets it up. And no good that time. It's been all about Enes Kanter for the Utah Jazz. He made his mark in a big way on the boards in that quarter. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, Kevin, let me let you catch your breath, but while you're doing that, what changes do you think are necessary in the second half?
It's to get to loose balls and be the tougher team. That's really it. I mean, if we do that, I feel like we'll be fine. We missed some layups, so if we convert those in the second half, we feel like we'll have the upper hand and we'll win the game.
All right, Kevin, get to the locker room. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. A big night so far for Enes Kanter. He had 12 points and 8 rebounds. And, Kenny, what'd you see out there from the Jazz?
Well, they've been pounding I mean pounding it in the paint, not just taking the first three-pointer when it came across. That keeps the defense on its toes.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Nets.
Well, they're getting beat up on the board. Smack them around. And you know the coach is unhappy about it, because I'm unhappy about it, Ernie. I'm sure he's in the locker room right now saying, hey, we can bounce back in the second half. You need to dig deep, show some pride.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of the game that's been so far. You have to like what we're seeing from Spencer Dinwiddie.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Checking out the group for Kenny Atkinson to start the second half. Dinwiddie runs the point with LeVert flanking him. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Hollis Jefferson. And it's Hayes in at the 5, roaming the paint. Utah leading by 6. And here's Bledsoe. He dishes it to Love. The pass to Oubre. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
One of the things I love about the Brooklyn Nets is the culture that's being created with this franchise. They are punching above their weight. There's no quit in this team. There is so much to like.
Free throw, good, Oubre. And Doris, you talk about the resilience of this Nets team. How about their 25-point fourth quarter comeback last season against Sacramento?
Kev, they become only the 4th team to overcome that big a deficit in the shot clock era. This Nets team is not invincible, but I promise you they're going to make you work for every single thing you get.
And both free throws good for Oubre.
Now you look at the physical gifts for Kelly Oubre. 6'7", but with a 7'2" wingspan. He's a terrific leaper, and he's got great potential defensively.
Now here's Kuzma. Here's Hollis Jefferson. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Here's Dinwiddie. Rebounded by the Jazz. They've led by as many as 11 points. Up next for them, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. It's deflected. It's good again, and the next one, 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Enes Kanter embraces physicality, and if he wants to score it, he's going to play right through the defense.
Dinwiddie with it. 15 points in the game. Passes to Hollis Jefferson. Kuzma, right side. Love grabs the board. Love's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Now here's Oubre. Here's Bledsoe. No good there. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Well, you can really see the playmaking evolving. When Caris LeVert is hitting wide open teammates, it shows how special he can be.
Love the pass to Bledsoe. looking to get back on track here, and it's blocked. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Now here's LeVert, defended by Sexton.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Dinwiddie against Bledsoe. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Here's Sexton. Another miss by Utah.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Kuzma, that's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. And now just a 4-point Utah lead. Now here's Bledsoe. 10 points for him. Tanner, high post. To Bledsoe, puts up a 3, tips it, and Kanter able to finish. Kanter's got 16.
And they continue to control the glass.
Dinwiddie outside. An even 3-on-3 break. And here's Love from the arc. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Hollis Jefferson passes to Kuzma. Count it, and the foul. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution. And positionless basketball, all the rage. And Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets.
Carter, he's checked in for Utah. The Nets also changing it up. Brown, he's checked in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Malik Beasley comes in for Karis LeVert. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Spencer Dinwiddie. That one misses. And very light-footed is Kuzma. Moves well for his size.
You know, kind of a tweener in terms of build, but he has the ability to light up that scoreboard, something every team can use.
Well, just it's easy to say. This guy wanted it more, creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
Beasley with the bounce pass. And Hayes kicks to Brown. Now Hayes. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Beasley finds Brown. Lets it go from deep. Drains it from beyond the arc. Brown's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Sexton with it. Working on Beasley. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Sexton's got 13.
Colin Sexton early in his career has demonstrated great instincts in the pick and roll. Good decision making.
Beasley up top. He's guarded by Love. Pass to Kuzma. Over Bledsoe. And with that shot, the Jazz lead is cut back down to 3 on the basket from Kuzma. Utah's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Now, here's Sexton. Defense right on him. And here's Love for 3. Beasley with the rebound. Nets trail by 3. To the paint. Here's Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
And this is what Kuzma can do. When he's got it going, you've got to keep getting him the opportunity.
Bledsoe outside. Love outside. From outside, off the mark.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
And stolen by Sexton. In transition, here come the Jazz. Here's Oubre, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Guys, they're just getting outworked. I mean, plain and simple. It's got to be more of a collective effort to secure that backboard.
And Brooklyn with another turnover here. And the Jazz making a change here. Bridges checks in. And then for Brooklyn, Davis Bertans checks in for Hayes. And it's Denzel Valentine in for Sterling Brown. Sexton the pass to Carter. And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That's his first foul. Okogie's checked in for Utah. Bridges passes to Love. Trying to find Bledsoe. Gets it to him. 6 to shoot. Nice ball movement by Utah. Lets it fly. Tries again. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
Defensively, Love is so hard not to foul. You know, really great at scoring from anywhere on the court.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And he knocks down the first one. And Doris, among NBA big men, Kevin Love with some of the best hands you'll find in the league.
No doubt, Kevin, and that's going to help in his shooting game, his passing game, and his rebounding game. This is one of the most skilled bigs we've seen in the history of the league.
Both free throws good from Kevin Love.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Now here's Valentine. Guarded closer. Down low. Kicks it out to Beasley. Pass to Kuzma. This one for 3. He can't get that one, so Utah will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Back to Bledsoe. Up again. It's good on the putback. 15 points for Wendell Carter.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Now here's Kuzma. He's got 15. Good work there as it goes.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for Utah. It's a 5-point game. There's the pass to Carter. Poked away. Kuzma passes to Bertans. Back to Kuzma. The 15-footer. Here is Forbes, defended by Carter. Misses from short range. Jazz leading by 5. And here's Bledsoe. And the call on the shot. It sends him to the line. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
So smart. Just uses that little up fake to get the defender off balance. Bledsoe earns this trip to the stripe.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game. The first free throw is good.
One thing we never questioned was the talent of Eric Bledsoe. What you love about what he has done now, he's shooting the ball better. He's become a more efficient player.
Colin Sexton, he's checked in for Josh Okogie. The Nets also changing it up. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Bertans. And it's Johnson in for Bryn Forbes. Bledsoe hits them both.
And you look at the cast-offs that have found success in Brooklyn, Doris, a great part of the Nets story.
And I think what the players appreciate is the team that gave them their first real shot to play significant minutes. That buy-in and urge to prove themselves a part of what makes their culture special.
Here's Kuzma. He's got 17. Passes it to Valentine. Five to shoot. He kicks to Johnson. Fires for three. Drills it from outside. Johnson's got 10 points in the game.
Well, this is Tyler Johnson's ability with that vertical to go right above people and make tough shots. That is nice.
Carter looking around. Pass to Sexton. Now Carter. Knocks it loose. Pulls from the top of the key. Good. 15 points for Colin Sexton.
Well, Colin Sexton's assertiveness right there with the rise and fire, exactly what his team wants from him.
Pass to Valentine. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Beasley. A rebound by the Jazz. Carter's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Sexton. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. He's got 17.
Boy, Colin Sexton is just so young, so energetic. This guy taking over right now.
A minute 42 left to play in the third. Valentine dishes to Johnson. Kuzma, right side. Great D that time from Love. Jazz leading by 8. The feed now to Bridges. The basket good off the assist from Sexton.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Beasley, the pass to Johnson. And the pass to Kuzma. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
Sexton dishes to Carter. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the third. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Goes back up. And the shot goes in. Carter's got 6 in the quarter.
When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunity.
Well, how about the effort on the glass? Even with this lead, I love that they're still going after it.
And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
How about the toughness, Kevin, from Hollis Jefferson on the interior? Fantastic at using his length close to the rack to get that contact.
For Brooklyn, they have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
Well, I think what I like about Hollis Jefferson is he can contribute just a little bit of everything. This guy's got a tremendous motor.
And the Jazz making a change here. Cantor's checked in. LeVert's checked in for Brooklyn. And good on the second, so he makes them both. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Carter. Now, here's Sexton. Tight defense on him. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, it's easy to say, but this is one guy you don't want to foul. Colin Sexton is an excellent free throw shooter.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
And to this point on the season, guys, 80% from the line. He's done a really good job.
No good on the free throw.
Well, Colin Sexton has all the physical tools to be special in the NBA. He's got to sharpen his point guard skills. But if he works at this game, he's going to have a tremendous career.
And he sinks the second. Nets trail by 9. Here's Johnson. He's got 10. From the left block, and Kuzma puts it in. Kuzma's got 21.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And so it's Utah, heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, Greg. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Utah leading by 7. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Taking a look at the Jazz. They've got Colin Sexton. Wendell Carter is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Bledsoe, and it's Bridges in at the small forward position.
Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time.
The shot's good from Kuzma.
And got to be aware of Kuzma, especially with how he attacks there off the dribble.
Pass to Carter. Fades away. Offensive rebound. The shot's good from Kanter. And the Jazz lead by 7.
And you can see the second chance points now starting to be a major factor.
Johnson, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Dinwiddie against Bridges. Johnson outside. Fires the 3. Bridges with the board.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Count that one. And now a 9-point Utah lead.
Eric Bledsoe has the frame and the game to convert on the interior. Nicely done.
Bridges against Dinwiddie. LeVert the pass to Hollis Jefferson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Dinwiddie, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Well, continuing to show confidence in that jumper. Spencer Dinwiddie looking comfortable.
Pass to Kanter, kicks it to Sexton. Bledsoe against Johnson. Here's the 3. Here's Kanter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, there is something special about the way Enes Kanter performs on the offensive end. He is a tough cover.
The first one falls.
Well, to me, guys, you've got to know who you are. And Enes Kanter has a great sense of what he does well. Excellent low post game, superb rebounder, understands how to use his body. I love this guy.
Love's checked in for the Jazz. Kelly Oubre comes in for Mikal Bridges. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Hayes, he's checked in for Johnson. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Hollis Jefferson passes to LeVert. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Boy, that's just about strength right there. Caris LeVert just simply refuses to be denied.
The pass to Love. Sexton dishes to Bledsoe. And he lays it straight in. And the Jazz lead by 8.
All quarter long, he's been zeroed in and knocks down big shot after big shot here in the fourth.
Passes it to Hayes. Here's Hollis Jefferson beyond the arc. Oubre pulls it in. Now here's Sexton. LeVert defending. Oubre outside. Pass to Sexton. Jazz passing it around. It's good. And now it's a 10-point Jazz lead.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
LeVert with it. To the inside. Kuzma kicks to Hayes. That one goes. Count it.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
Pass to Canner. Dinwiddie against Bledsoe. Now here's Sexton. Not a lot of room. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Nets trail by 8. To the middle. Here's Kuzma. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. LeVert's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And you have to tip your cap to Kuzma. He absorbs contact well and knows how to adjust his shot.
Sexton deciding where to go with it. Lets it go from 11. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, I love the attitude of Cantor. He is relentless on the offensive glass. How about that throw down?
Hollis Jefferson passes to Dinwiddie. Back to Hollis Jefferson. And there's the pass to LeVert. Dinwiddie left side. Over Bledsoe. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Utah leading by 8. Love tried to tip it in, but couldn't quite get it. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Here's LeVert. Hayes trying to break free. A nice shot by LeVert. LeVert's got 4 points this quarter.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
And the Jazz call time here. And before his scary foot dislocation in November of 2018, Caris LeVert enjoying a breakout season. Greg even garnering some most improved buys around the NBA.
Yeah, and fortunately, the injury not as bad as it looked initially. He's looking to continue that impressive trajectory.
Let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the last break, I heard Quinn Snyder talking with his team. His demeanor was not one of a coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. We'll see if they were listening, guys.
Thank you, David. Passes it to Cantor. Wallace with it. The shot by Bledsoe. Nobody around. Another shot, and it's Love getting it to go. And the Jazz lead by 8.
And guys, the offensive rebounding really has stood out here this half. All those second chance points are helping them maintain that lead.
Kuzma kicks to Dinwiddie. And he banks in the layup. Dinwiddie's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I'll I'll tell you, it's hard to deal with Dinwiddie that close to the rim. You cannot mess with his concentration.
Pass to Canner. Sexton with it. Dishes to Bledsoe. From deep. Offensive rebound. Cantor again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Dinwiddie outside. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Dinwiddie's got 23 points.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Bledsoe against Kuzma. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Dinwiddie with the ball.
You know, the size that Spencer Dinwiddie brings to the point guard position is a problem for defenders. So good at drawing contact.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
Well, to me, it's the size, the strength, and the IQ of Spencer Dinwiddie that's so impressive. This guy is unique at the point guard position.
He's off on the second.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Love the pass to Bledsoe. Plays it up and banks it in. Bledsoe's got 8 here in the quarter.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Dinwiddie with it, now guarded by Bledsoe. The pass to LeVert. Over Bledsoe, trying to get open is Kuzma. And the shot is good. The Utah lead has been cut down to 3 on the bucket from LeVert.
Caris LeVert, great confidence in his ability to get off the dribble drive and make things happen.
And Bledsoe, here we go. But they get it back. Count the basket. And it's now 23 points for Enes Kanter. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Nets. Passes to Kuzma. Ball's knocked loose. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. LeVert's got 4 assists in the game. Jazz leading by 3. Pass to Canner. He kicks it to Sexton. He blocks it again.
And swatting shots away with ferocity.
GA, he is not messing around in this one.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Throws down off the coast-to-coast try.
Well, Dinwiddie loves huge opportunities, and he delivers there.
Now, here's Sexton. LeVert defending, and the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's his 5th foul. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Inside, here's Kuzma, and Kuzma slams it in.
Well, that's about court awareness. Hollis Jefferson playing very well within the confines of this offense.
Pass to Canner. The dish to Bledsoe. There's the pass to Sexton. Six to shoot. For 3. Here's Cantor. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Spencer Dinwiddie.
Well, Cantor is a smart, aggressive offensive player and very crafty at drawing contact.
2 shots.
That's good from Cantor. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Boy, the missed free throw there keeping this game at even. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them.
Dinwiddie against Bledsoe. To the paint. Here's LeVert. It counts. And the foul is on Colin Sexton.
Well, this guy, Caris LeVert, is a big-time gamer. You love seeing the young man make big-time shots.
Find the lane. Find the lane. 1 shot.
On the free throw, no good.
And what you love is every year, Caris LeVert takes another step. He adds something else to his game. And I believe, guys, this guy has future star written all over him. And his Cantor, so aggressive and assertive, big-time play.
Dinwiddie against Bledsoe. Pass to Kuzma. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
It's the first, and that gives them the lead. Unable to get the second one.
It should be a 2-point lead, but they'll be satisfied to have edged into the lead.
Bledsoe outside. Pass to Love. Shot on the wing. It's it alive. And Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got 28 points for the game.
Enes Kanter is a natural-born scorer. Either back to the basket with the jumper or the post move. He's got it all.
Dinwiddie passes to Kuzma. 1:15 left to play in the final quarter. Hollis Jefferson, he can't get that one to fall. Great D that time from Oubre. Dinwiddie against Bledsoe. Pass to Love. Back to Bledsoe. Takes the 3. Kuzma pulls it in.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Got that bucket.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Utah calls timeout. They trail by 1. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyle Kuzma.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Bledsoe for three. Nails the tray.
And you know Bledsoe's likely to get the ball in crunch time. The defense didn't react quickly enough.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. They're behind by 2. 40 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Passes to Kuzma. Count it! A huge shot to tie it up.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
Now the pass to Love. Wide open look. That's another rebound. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
Enes Kanter's willingness to be the guy to take over in a critical stretch, so impressive. That last free throw was a huge, huge shot. The difference between a 2 and a 3-point lead at this stage is major.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. They're trailing by 3. 23 seconds left in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Levert kicks to Dinwiddie. Bullseye! I know, that was an enormous three-pointer.
Fearless in the clutch. Spencer Dinwiddie, big-time delivery.
And the Jazz call time here. The score knotted at 112. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Bledsoe. Passes it to Love. The fader. It's good!
How does Kevin Love slip away from the defense? Comes up with a gigantic fourth quarter score.
Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. And so it's Utah who scraped by with the win. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.